don't see the mic moving anymore. Oh, there it is. Hello, everyone. This is Adamant MTG, and I am going to show you a quick deck tech. This deck has taken me pretty far. I'm about to go Mythic, so hopefully this will be a very eventful and exciting recording, because it could potentially be the win and in to Mythic. So first off, I want to show you the deck. A little bit of a variant of the typical Rakdos sacrifice deck. And here are some of the components. You can see the typical familiars, gutter bones for just that extra aggro, and potentially a creature that can come back. To claim the firstborn, I'm not super excited about that in all matchups, but it can be pretty intense and a fun way to finish the game. So 2 of them I think is the right amount, or 0, I guess. Witch's Oven, of course, the why it's called hotcakes. It used to be called cat cakes, but the extra red, well, how creative am I? Hotcakes. Anyways, Priest of the Forgotten Gods. I've been struggling with this card, but at the end of the day, it is a very cool engine. And I believe with Chandra and stuff, I think it's a good choice. But I've been going back and forth a little bit about it, and decided that it's the more stable version with the sacrifice triggers and claim the firstborn and stuff like that. It works good. Heartfire, again, another card that I'm not... I don't know, maybe I want two more Dread Horde Butchers. But it's another enabler of the sacrifice engine, so Heartfire isn't so bad. Reaper and Ayara, these 2 cards are card drawing and damage engines, depending on the mono black version runs a little cleaner with Ayara. The mana sometimes is slow, but only 2 copies of Ayara seems good enough. Mayhem Devil is a must. That's definitely a 4 of. Chandra, and of course the Spawn of Mayhem. Now a lot of the 2 ofs could be focused, and the deck could be more. But every time I focus the deck on either aggro or kind of a control engine, I end up kind of going back and forth. So the 2 of engine is a little more versatile, but then again, it's not as consistent. So take it with a grain of salt. Of course, the Noxious Grasp in the sideboard, not main deck, but that card is pretty useful in today's day and age. Elder Spell has actually worked a lot. It could be for rampages. At one point I think it was, but there's a lot of people doing some wacky Planeswalker decks that I think the Elder Spell is important. I love myself the Drill Bits. They used to be main deck, but they're in the sideboard now. Tibalt and Ashiok, and I think these get a lot of play too. So with that being said, let's see what we find on the ladder. And as I said, we're that close. Here we are, to 1 match win away. Hotcakes it is. Good luck, have fun, opponent, whoever you may be. I am really hoping to get to Mythic. But I understand you bleeding knuckles are in my way. We're playing down. Not that it really matters. Seems like a good start. I will keep it. And we'll start with the Black Cat, Cauldron Familiar. Blue, okay. Blue-white land. It could be Jeskai, it could be Esper, it could be Blue-Eye Control. We don't know what it is. Dawn of Hope. Early Dawn of Hope is interesting. We can't play anything in turn 2. So we might as well put... let's think here. Let's put this out, and we can get the Mayhem out, hopefully, on the next turn. I do like to use the Fabled Passage as to kill stuff with the Mayhem Devil. It's another sacrifice trigger for this guy, but I don't know if I'll need it. I think a more aggressive approach at this point is what we're going to do. There's a couple interesting things here. So, of course, we can get the Mayhem Devil out right now, or we could put this out, and we would have... Nah, but I think the smart move is to do this. It's a little more pressure. He absorbed it. Okay, fair enough. The Mayhem, I mean, it's definitely... Oh, wow, look at this. I have no idea what's happening now. I guess to use the Dawn of Hope. I like this deck. It's pretty interesting, actually. Yeah. We do more this way. More with less. But I like this, actually, quite a bit. We attack. They get a lifelink soldier. And they block. I really think it's pretty interesting what they're doing here. Extra mana. I was going to say, what do they use the mana sink for in these colors? But extra mana to pump the Dawn of Hope is not a bad idea. We get the Bant action with the Krasis. All right, so you know our sideboard is going to have to bring in Noxious Grasp, of course, for the Krasis. Now, he sacrificed something, so I get a trigger. I can't sacrifice anything to finish this off, so I think I'll take the token. But this is definitely an interesting and deck. And another land does me not much good, unfortunately. We need better stuff. We need better things. Taking damage, so they must need mana for another Hydro Crisis. Sure. I think that seems like a typical nut draw. Getting everything powerful they need. And here, look at that, another familiar. Well, well, well. Do our little damage and pass the turn. Things are going to get out of hand very quickly. Well, I tried my best. I still have 2 games to go after this, but this looks like a loss. I don't think I'm speaking too soon, just based on what engine they have here and what they're doing. We're going to kill the other little guy again. They have way too many cards, and I have a bad feeling. 6 in the air. And what are they going to do? They have a lot of mana left. Just make a bunch of little guys, I guess. Oh, time wipe. Okay. We'll all be. Seems like a good, solid choice. Double Dawn of Hope doesn't really do much good. Hey, Witch's Oven. Wow, how convenient. How miraculous. What an amazing... I don't know. I can't... It's hard to be... whatever. Wow. Well, this deck is a Bant control, and it's getting there. Look at all those cards they're drawing. Way too many. I've got a whole Spirit Realm full of kitty cats, and I'm probably going to draw 3 more lands in a row. That's usually what happens, and they're going to break the game open with the 3rd Hydrate Krasis. After the time wipe, bouncing stuff back, a 6/6. Wow, it's not a land. Pretty miraculous. Let's see if they have another absorb. And if they do, we will scoop the game. Mistake good enough. All right, we're done. All right, 2 games. I have to win 2 in a row. I will bring in my... Well, change the view because I don't like the way that looks. All right, so to deal with these guys, we're going to put these in, drill bits in. We're going to go anti-control, which is all of these things. And I would guess he's playing... Planeswalkers, right? He has to be. Can't imagine him not being Planeswalkery. So I think we'll bring Elder Spells in, and we'll bring this in too. All right. So to beat a a deck like this, we could go long game with the Witch's Oven, but we don't need as many ovens. They don't use creatures. Well, they do use the Crisis, but I don't know. Alright, we'll take these out. We'll take these out. Those can get in and do some damage. I don't think with the tokens that's going to do any good at all. I don't think we need these. Since we're taking out the kind of the engine here. 5 more creatures out, or 5 more things out. I think we can go down to that and one of those. Maybe even none. We're not going to really go with the cake action. The ovens are pretty useful. All right. Were those the right sideboard choices? I don't know. I'm trying to change my deck up, but I'd still need a really good draw. That's good. I like it. The start here is Cauldron Familiar Drill Bit on turn 2. And then we'll see where we go. Let's see if it's enough. I could wait, but it's too many turns to wait for the spawn. I can do it next turn on the attack. Alright, so what are we going to do here? They've got their Dawn of Hope, which kind of is a bad thing for me. They won't be able to do anything else, but they will Prison Realm, which I don't have an answer for either. So maybe I just go over the top with the spawn. Maybe that's the play. We'll try it. I think they get the blue here. Yep. Smart. I will put down this attack for my 1 and get my Spawn of Mayhem out under the Absorb. Dawn of Hope, so they let the Absorb go. It means they expect to have an answer. So let's see. I think taking their life away under the Absorb is the more important thing than the Devil right now. Sort of a desperation crisis. Have they drawn the sweeper yet? I don't know. We've got the butcher and another dude we can make. Should I have made another guy? Time wipe. There it is. The time wipe we were expecting. So let's, I guess, do the damage that we can. All right, game 2. That's nice. All right, so game 3. Do we like the choices we made? We still haven't seen any planeswalkers. I just can't imagine they don't have them. But do we put in more beatdown and just get in there, or do we alter our plan? I guess if it worked once, it can work again. A little more aggro, maybe. It's just they get shut down by the dawn once it gets moving. Yeah, but the turn 1 is important. Turn 1 drops are important. Okay, let's go with this one. And game 3, of course, it's never easy. Mythic, the battle to Mythic is always the hardest Magic you can play. At least for me, it feels like these games are always epic. Always, at least I've never been into Mythic with the greatest of ease. It always takes a lot of effort, which I guess is good. The game is challenging, and that's how Magic should be. Right, it's coming to play tapped. That gives me an opportunity to drill bit, and I think that's a good start. So let's get in there. They might play Veil main or in the from the sideboard. They do, so that protects them from the drill bit. I guess that's fair enough. I didn't get to see their hand, unfortunately, and now they don't have Absorb though, so that's a good thing. So what's the most important play I can make prior to the Absorb? It's probably that you don't gain life, but it could be beatdown. Yeah, let's get in there to win the game. We get some card draw if they do have a sweeper eventually. And let's get in for some damage. And we're just gonna have to cross our fingers that they stall out and maybe have a terrible hand. I don't know. Alright, do we have anything interesting? Prison Realm, okay. I can handle that. Probably the Reaper, I guess. Keep the card draw away from me. Yeah. But when they're doing things and not holding up counters, they could also have a sweeper. So it's not a perfect situation at this point, but hey. And if they do have a sweeper, once again, card draw is probably my best bet. Second Veil, all right. Or second Prison Realm, I mean, sorry. I was looking at Veil and saying Prison Realm. Okay. Again, spending their mana on that. It holds me back, but, I don't need more land, but I guess that's what the game is going to give me. So let's see. Put a little guy out and just get in for 2. They really need a second blue source, and they're not getting it. There it is. And they took the damage. That means they have, hey, they have a time wipe. Well, we knew that was coming, so. All right, well, this looks good. What are we going to do here? Let's make a guy. And then do we main deck? Yeah, I think we'd main phase the drill bit. I figured that's the right play. Okay, this is interesting. They have counter spells. They have another veil. Non-creature. And of course they can stop my Mayhem Devil. The veil is pretty important. But I don't know if it's important enough. Let me think here. Double absorb. Of course they have double absorb. 1 isn't enough. All right. Blocker. So the dome, which enables my dude, and the dude comes out. All right, we are presenting lethal next turn. What can they top deck? Well, we aren't really presenting lethal, I apologize. Oh, they got nothing. And that is the victory we were looking for. Congratulations, Adamant MTV. Wow. Music television. I have reached Mythic for the first time in the last 2 seasons. This is a moment that I am very, I guess, proud of. And I have to say, wow, what a journey. I feel like this deck was a great opponent, great deck. I did get a little bit lucky, and we made it happen. But wow, that was putting behind me a monkey that was on my back. I had started to get really, I don't know. I got to a point where I was really taking an unhealthy approach to laddering because I wanted to make it so bad. And 93%, wow, it really drops you in at a low. It used to drop you in 98, but I guess there's a lot more people playing neck. So I've got 4 days to get into from being a percentage gamer, and wow, that was just. I guess I'm speechless. It was a lot of hard work and a lot of, but hey, we did it, and there we go. All right, I'm gonna end this video on that exciting and amazing note. Thanks for watching. And if you like the deck or have any suggestions, I'm open to hear them. I know the deck has a lot of... I know the deck isn't as focused as the original versions that I was messing around with, but I feel like the diversity or the flexibility of this build feels like where I want to be right now. And it's been a tough constructed environment now that Oko is everywhere. But there's a lot of Oko hate, so a lot of people are trying different ideas out, and it's cool. All right, take care, everyone.